Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Barter speaking, and welcome back to another review/reaction of My Street Phoenix Drop Days. Now, as I said before, I'm still very behind on the series. I have a crossover to get to, so I'm not going to say much in the intro. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go and move on with the review itself.
What? Do I have something on my face?
You're here.
Yeah? It's a weekday, so... school?
I get what they're getting at, that she was late before, but surely by now several days, if not weeks, have passed, and she can't have been late every single day. I mean, for crying out loud, she's trying to make the track team. She can't be late every single day. Otherwise, that would definitely show up on some sort of, there'd be some sort of reflection on her skills.
It's 7:30.
Mr. Diaz, are you high?
High on school, Miss Rivera.
High on school. That is so bad that it's great. And she's laughing. Someone laughed at one of Mr. Diaz's jokes. Given how many jokes Keori failed to tell last episode, I can see why it's her of all people, but still. I suppose we're high on school, people. We're high on school.
That was kind of funny.
School, of which you're surprisingly early for. Only a few students, as you can see, coming around this time.
Oh, well, I mean, I ran here, so...
Perhaps you're getting faster. Now take a seat.
Yes, progress.
What the heck was that? I'm sorry, play that again. It looks so unnatural. What was that movement supposed to be? Why? What even is... Oh, this is definitely more of a reaction than a review at this point, but I don't care. Why? Is that him coming in dancing? His feet were shifting in all directions as though his arms are twisting. The running animation is so smooth. How did that make it in? Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm still over that. Oh. That is the funniest Athmel content I've seen since Minecraft Kindergarten, which, for the record, I saw recently. That's not a reflection on Athmel's content for the past few years. That's... Oh, that got me. That got me. Okay.
Yo, Hunter. I, dig your new walk.
I don't! I think it looks terrible! I'm sorry, it does! Catface Studios, you're the masters of visuals, okay? I love what you do with all the Minecraft models and everything and all the stuff, all the details you put into each series. But come on! Okay, I'm not going to delve more into that, I'll just start laughing again.
It's straight vibin'.
I don't know what that means, Keori.
Hey, what's with the mood?
Annabell, study session, after school.
Sheesh. Relax, Hunter. I'm gonna be there with ya.
That's the problem. I was hoping this would be my chance to get to know Annabell alone.
Well, you'll need to get someone to get rid of Bree or distract her while you do so. So it actually can work to your advantage.
Alone?
Yes! But when I think of being alone with her, I can't even... Oh, I can't even function properly.
Whoa.
Which might be a good reason to have her around. I don't know.
Chill, Hunter.
I have 0 chill.
You can barely walk like a normal person just thinking about her.
Please do not play that walk every time he sees Annabell from now on. Remember Gareth's dance in the side stories?
Drop it.
That is the equivalent of what we have witnessed here today.
What makes you think you can be alone with her? Much less talk to her during a study session.
Look, I know I could if I had the chance. I've liked Annabell for a long time, but...
Like, 3... You've known her for about 2 weeks or so, apparently. She doesn't even know your name! What the heck? There was no indication up until now that they knew each other in the past, or that he knew of her, or even that she knew of him, or anything, that there was any form of interaction. Yes, they're in junior year. They would have seen each other, most likely. But hint, hint, she doesn't know his name. They probably haven't even spoken until now. It was only after Annabell showed those that weird affection and grabbed him by the hand or anything that he showed any interest in her whatsoever.
Honestly, I don't think she even realizes my existence. I mean, she's talked to me only recently, but I'm probably just a blip in her life. Does she even know my name?
No! No, she doesn't! It's been 7 episodes and no one has said, "Oh, hi, remember my friend Hunter? This is my friend Hunter. Oh, we're going to exchange numbers. Well, hello, this is Hunter. What should I put your contact name as? How about Hunter?" Any of those options, and nothing has happened. So no, I don't think she does know your name. You?
I feel if she realized my existence, then that would be the moment I could really break the ice between us.
Just kiss her. That will break the ice.
Yeah, no. Bad idea. Don't just, don't impose a kiss, right away. I know I said teenagers move quickly, yes, okay, but more often than not, that can be a bad sign, honestly. And you have to know that the person's okay with it as well, because Annabell is a really sweet person, but, just because somebody's, showing a lot of affection to you, doesn't mean they want to kiss you. You gotta know. You gotta know.
Are you crazy?
Yelling before the bell is not permitted in this class. I only have enough Advil to deal with yelling during school hours.
Oh, sorry. How can you just casually suggest that? I can't even imagine the thought of my lips touching hers. Oh, man.
Okay. That's the first thing in this episode that's funny for the right reason.
Just because that works in movies doesn't mean it's an actual thing that happens.
I mean, it's romantic when it happens in the movies.
It's unrealistic.
It's a movie. It isn't real in the first place. It's just a fanciful version of life.
Exactly.
A bit like this series. Bit of a fourth wall break. It wouldn't be the first time. They've mentioned a sandbox game before.
Most of those characters usually have a build-up before something that spontaneous happens. I have no build-up with Annabell. I can't just do that to a girl I haven't built a relationship with. It's about respecting her boundaries.
It would break...
Yeah, see? Thank you. It's great. This is a great idea. And Keori, if you want to force a kiss on someone, you go for that. I'm sure that you'll be serving time. You better hope that doesn't interfere with the track team, because you might be put away for a while.
the ice.
It would melt the polar ice caps.
All right. I get it. Sheesh. Don't pop a blood vessel.
Besides, I don't know anything about kissing.
I thought he was going to say he didn't know anything about Annabell, which is kind of true, actually. That's another thing. He'll know about this, but he doesn't really know too much about her, apart from the fact that she likes art, even though she's mediocre at it. That she's affectionate about smiley faces. She's a cheerleader, and she's really affectionate to everyone. But that's not very much.
You don't know how to kiss?
Oh, and a gremlin like you knows how? Who would want to kiss you?
I happen to know a lot about kissing, thank you very much.
I have kissed all the guys / senpai posters. Wrong main character.
Oh, so you get around.
No, but I've practiced many times, so when the time does come, if ever for me, I'll be ready. I'm all about being prepared and have trained my lips with the best items to kiss. You looking good. Here, let me just...
Let's just...
Well, talking about eating someone's face off, you can literally eat that face off.
It's eating. It's not actually kissing.
That's what kissing is like. Look, I've also practiced on a sandwich, my pillow, and my phone with pictures of my favorite celebrities.
So
I want to see Keori try and kiss someone now. That would just be hilarious.
you've never kissed an actual person.
Look, I obviously have much more experience than you.
Eating doesn't count.
The deadpan delivery of that. I feel like Annabell is still my favorite character, but I feel like Hunter's my favorite actor. Like, who plays him? Jonah Scott / Mr. Transistor. Jonah Scott / Mr. Transistor. Thank you. You're amazing. Please continue to do exactly what you're doing now. It is brilliant.
Up. Look, first off, you have to do your mouth like this.
You just look like you're about to eat.
No, I don't.
Yeah, if you've seen kisses in movies, you would know that they don't have their mouths that wide open. And if that's your database, then surely you would take something from that.
You don't know crap about kissing, Keori.
Oh, and you do?
I know kissing starts out like this.
That's closer. So far he's closer.
So, like this?
Ooh, did I walk in on something?
I mean, you walked in on something, alright. I don't quite know what, but you walked in on something.
Ah!
This isn't what it looks like.
Then unpucker your lips, you crazy person.
It isn't?
For real, Belle. Come on.
Oh, come on, Keori. You can tell me anything.
Fine. We were talking about what it was like to kiss.
Oh, really now?
Yeah. Do you know how to kiss?
Kissing? Well, I mean, I've never done it before.
She's so cute when she blushes.
That's your hint. That's your hint right there. She hasn't done it before. I don't know. Build in something there. Maybe flirt a little. I don't know.
But what I do know is that I want my first kiss to be special.
Like in the library during a study group. That would be so romantic.
I do have romantic fantasies. But
Such as this is a good starter, you know? Find out what her romantic fantasies are. There might be a way to create something around one of the more realistic of them. It's possible. You know? That's a thing. If I were to ever actually go on a date for because it's about time I've actually been on a date. I don't have a dream date, but I know that there's people who do. So if someone has a dream date, then I will definitely make sure that I am able to recreate that as best I can. At least given the resources that I would have at the time. You never know. Problem is that I'm actually a horrible kisser, so who knows? Maybe this episode will teach me something after all.
But I'm not focused on trying to find anything romantic. I want it to happen naturally. Plus, I've got homecoming to worry about. Speaking of which, Keori, think you can help me?
Yeah, I probably can. Just let me.
Oh no, it's doing the spazzing out thing again, isn't it? Sorry about this. I still don't know how to fix that.
know when. After school, I usually am hanging out with this guy and.
Busy?
Huh?
I knew it! I've been feeling some strong vibes from you two lately. Are you guys dating?
Why wasn't it? Wait, I don't know what thumbnail this episode has because I didn't pay attention. This should have been the thumbnail. That and that awful walk from before. But it was in between those two. This is such an anime moment. This is brilliant. I feel like I'm in an anime now. This is well done, Afmal. Well done, Catface. Just well done in general. What the heck am I saying?
Belle, for real? No way.
Sure. That's what they all say. Your secret affair is safe with me, lovebirds.
Well, that's a problem that will need to be addressed.
All right, everyone, shut up and get to your seats. It's time to give the morning announcements.
Why is this episode so funny? It's unintentionally funny, but it's also intentionally funny. What is going on?
He seems to be taking her joke pretty well. What do you mean you're not taking it well?
Does this look like the face of someone taking what the love of his life said well?
No, and this doesn't look like the face of someone taking what love of life said well either. Absolutely not.
It was just a joke. Calm down, Hunter.
How can I be calm? She thinks I'm dating a gremlin like you.
I feel like the fact that she thinks that you're dating anyone else will be more of a deterrent anyway. Like, that's something you need to clarify. Like, at least Keori could have said, oh, he likes someone else, or something like that.
I'm just a blip in Annabell's life. Blip. A blip who's dating Keori.
Someone make a meme out of this. I'm just a blip in blank. A blip who blank. That's the meme templates. You're welcome, internet.
Blip. She'll never look at me the same way again. I'm tainted.
You're being overdramatic.
I really like Annabell, Keori. How could this have happened?
Hunter, you really need to learn how to take a joke.
Oh my Irene. All right,
I just realized something. He's taking this worse than Gareth or Lawrence would. Like, those two have had some pretty over-the-top reactions, but Hunter is exceeding them. And Gareth and Lawrence became iconic for that. Hunter, I don't know if you realize the potential you have right now. The potential within the Athmal fandom. If this series carries on the way that My Street would, for example, and we learn more about these characters later, there is potential here. You'd be surprised.
I got it. Here's what we're gonna do. In English class, I'm gonna flat out ignore you. That way Annabell won't think I even know you exist.
Hunter, Annabelle was just joking with us. Trust me, she doesn't think we're dating. Watch. I bet next time she sees us, she's not even going to remember saying that.
Hello, lovebirds. It's me, Annabell. Remember? The one who thinks you're dating. Hi. That's basically what she's going to say right now. Something like that. It's the classic set up a line for payoff. Let's see if I'm right.
So, are you and that guy dating?
What?
Well, I was close.
I mean, I just wanted to ask. You two have been talking a lot. So, I kind of figured just to point out the elephant in the room.
I'm not an elephant. Why does everyone keep insulting me today?
Could have been, yeah, I was going to say elephant gremlin.
It's a saying, Keori. Besides, I had to ask because your love over there has been ignoring you since we got into class.
The only word I heard was Annabell. if he's gonna mumble stuff, at least mumble something more coherent than that, or less coherent, actually.
Oh, that's because.
I'm so sorry. Did I drive a wedge between you guys? I didn't mean to comment on our relationship or anything, since you guys haven't officially said anything.
No, Belle, it's not like that.
I just realized Isaac is doing the same thing he did with his book before. Is that just like a pre-rendered model that they can call upon again? I feel like it is. There's no way that that's a character trait that he reads like that, because his neck would be snapped in two by now.
I just kind of figured you'd be like your older sister, you know? She always hid her relationships too.
Yeah. Okay. Backstory, please. I want to hear more about Keori's sisters, actually, because that's the thing. We know about Keori not wanting to compare herself to her sisters, but the thing is, we don't know what the sisters are like, so there is no comparison. So actually, that's something to think about here. Yeah, see what Koo was like.
My sister?
Oh gosh,
I just realized, if Koo's in a relationship, then that means that Koo is somebody's boo! You're welcome.
mean to make it awkward. I hope that it doesn't bother you guys during the study session after school today. In any case, I won't say anything about your relationship anymore, especially if it makes you guys ignore each other. See you guys after school!
That didn't work at all! You said she said that as a joke!
She compared me to my sister.
Well, that's it.
That's not the worst thing. In this instance, it might be a bad comparison. I mean, okay, fair enough. People have relationships for different reasons. Like, sometimes you have to do that. I understand. You know, eventually one should be able to move past that. And one should be able to move past the fact that you can say that you are not dating. There was plenty of opportunity to say that in that class, and you didn't.
My potential relationship with Annabell is over.
No, it's not over yet.
Huh?
I'm determined to fix this. We're going to make sure Annabell knows by the end of the study session that you and I, Hunter, are not an item.
Yeah? Okay, and what's your plan?
They're going to stage a breakup. Please don't tell me that. If they try and stage a breakup, then that means that Annabell will still think they're dated in the past and will feel awkward around Hunter, who presumably dated Keori. I hope that's not the plan. Please let that not be the plan.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's not the plan. Good.
What's that? Romeo and Juliet.
The worst example of young love ever created. There are so many problems with it. And yes, secret about me. I love Shakespeare. But honestly, I don't really like Romeo and Juliet. I know that's a very unpopular opinion, especially, among Shakespeare fanatics, but I don't. Honestly, I think that the whole thing was way too rushed, which is very anti-Aphmau, actually. The whole thing was so rushed. Romeo had another love interest beforehand. Shakespeare de-aged Juliet so that a young boy could play her, and wrote that into the script so it was there forevermore, that she was 13 and he was 18. And then, of course, the fact that they tried to communicate with each other at least. The communication interrupted, I get that, but still. The response to seeing your loved one dead was to kill yourself. And that was what they both ended up doing. And yes, okay, they were so in love. No! They were hormonal teenagers who didn't know any better and were brought up around so much bloodshed that they thought it was the only way. That's not a good message to spread, and just... Yeah, so I don't like Romeo and Juliet. I don't think that's a good example. I think it should pick literally anything else. apart from maybe Twilight or 50 Shades of Grey, like don't those three, like put them aside, like get them out of here.
You should stay out of Keori's love life if she doesn't want to tell you a thing about it.
I'm just trying to help her. Besides, I don't want to hear that from you. Didn't you get into that football player's love life before?
Only because he cheated on my friend. No one cheats on my friends and lives.
See? Like I said last episode, she could be a villain.
Is he still alive?
Of course, he isn't worth my career to end. Just know he's probably single forever now.
Oh, good.
What did he do? Cut off his genitalia? I don't know. That seems to be like a common threat from certain people. So I guess someone might act upon it.
I'll remember to ask you for help if I ever need it. Now, just let me do my thing. Romeo and Juliet. The tale of two star-crossed lovers who were forbidden to be together.
And were complete and utter idiots. I'm sorry, I don't like this play.
Oh, my Irene.
Montague and Capulet.
Sit down, Annabell. You're embarrassing me.
Fine. So for today's study session, we're going to decompile simple themes in Romeo and Juliet. And let me just say, if I was a friend of theirs and they were trying to hide a relationship, I would totally help them.
But you forget that all of their friends, except maybe Friar Lawrence, died! You're not going to end up very well in this situation, are you, Annabell?
Please. No.
Annabell, I think you...
So war is a theme in Romeo and Juliet, but despite their parents...
Ah, but you forget.
Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Because, young teen romance. I mean, it's so pure.
Yeah, so pure. Definitely didn't think of anything else, did they? Actually, I don't have any evidence for that. That was more Lysander and Hermia.
So vivid and deserves to be shared with the world, not hidden.
I do agree with that love should be shared with the world and not hidden. Because, like, you know, trying to hide a relationship, it can be fun at first. Then it starts to consume you, and it ends up being more of a thing to be super cautious of. And it's almost like you want that responsibility lifted from yourself just because you want to be with that person so much. And you don't want to be hiding around others anymore. It's a blessing and a curse at times. That's all I'm saying.
The best secrets in life are hidden.
Bree, I swear to God.
Sorry, secrets shouldn't be hidden. Or Annabell will just keep being annoying.
Ken, why is this episode so funny? It works on so many levels.
Okay, so, spoiler alert, Romeo and Juliet die from not telling the truth.
Yeah, they did try telling the truth. I'll give them credit for that. But yeah, that's a bad example because the friends also died. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that Tybalt was killed by Romeo. So, yeah, back off.
This is just...
Annabell, I have a confession to make.
Huh?
Oh? And what might that be, pray tell?
Hunter has been helping me with relationship advice. With my real crush.
What?
Huh?
You're right to think Hunter and I are an item, but the truth is, we're not. Hunter has been helping me with relationship advice for the guy I really like.
Tell us then.
Yeah, tell us what advice Hunter can give you. That's gonna backfire, isn't it? I feel like you should have confidence, I guess. Confidence? Because Hunter just embodies that.
Who is this guy you were crushing on?
Huh? Oh, it's him.
Yeah, honestly, like I can see they have some similarities. Both driven, both sport related, and both having some sort of connection to trying to please Coach Roy. Yeah, like I said last episode, they could work. So if there's anything that Annabell is going to try and do now, then it could lead to something. And Keori did say that she could just spontaneously kiss someone.
Ah, Aiden. Yeah, that makes sense. He's stupidly popular this year. What do you like about him?
His big hair?
Well, Annabell is dead. You actually admitted to her you have a crush. Good job. Now, I'm going to put this book away before this session becomes more painfully awkward.
I need to go to the restroom.
I'm afraid that I was so nervous during that exchange that I peed myself. I need to go into the restroom.
Thanks, Keori.
Thank you so much for helping Keori.
Uh-huh.
I can be very overbearing when it comes to helping my friends.
You think?
I see now why Keori trusted you over me, and I'm just so glad you're helping her.
By the way, what's your name?
It was my pleasure.
Don't worry, I have a plan to help Keori with her crush for another day. For now, let's just take care of her together, okay?
Oh,
This is like the plot thickens now. This is what good Shakespeare is like. That like the idea of some people like trying to help each other with all those ulterior motives behind what they do. That is Shakespeare at his best. Forget Romeo and Juliet. Like, unless you're going to do what they did in My Street, which, by the way, I do enjoy. I did love the Romeo and Juliet play. That is the reason they're doing Shakespeare and the Musical. But yeah, just the play itself I don't like. Just to clarify that.
okay.
Actually, that's a good excuse to text each other. They can text each other about the plan to get Keori together with someone, while enacting Keori's plan to get him together with Annabell. Ooh. If anything, that could be a play in and of itself.
God, what did I just do? I don't even know Aiden or even like him. It's all right, Keori. This is all for training. For the letter. Keep your goals in mind. Sorry, just needed a moment.
Understandable. Now, let's get to business.
To defeat the crush. And so, the video ends. Well, I'm safe to say I think that's probably my favourite episode so far. Just because we went from a terrible walking animation to a series of jokes that really work, to some very anime-esque reactions, to a Shakespearean double entendre, or even triple entendre, I think that could be. No, it's double. Yeah. It works on so many levels. Like, I think, yeah, my favorite episode so far is this. And it was even reminded me of What Do You Know About Me Part 2, which is, again, my favorite piece of media of all time. So, honestly, yeah, I don't know what much else to say. Even despite, the terrible running animation, that was still great in a very so bad it's good sense. I have no complaints with this episode. Maybe the Romeo and Juliet stuff is a bit forced, but not even that. I have no complaints with this episode. But let me know what you thought in the comments, leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. On that note, until next time, farewell.